Welcome to day 607 of 1,350 days. Now today I have 28 sales to report, bringing my total to 4,034. However, there are a whole load of extra sales which I haven't added onto the total and I haven't yet checked. There are extra sales because on Monday was the launch date of my new book, The Personal Freedom Manifesto. And I know it's doing at least pretty well because I've seen the Amazon sales rankings and have officially become a bestseller in the consciousness and thought category. I am number one, or I was as of yesterday, in the whole of Amazon for consciousness and thought. So, okay, technically I'm a bestseller now, but it doesn't really mean I'm like a New York Times bestseller or even really an Amazon bestseller. The consciousness and thought category is quite small. Probably more significant is the book got into the top 100 for self-help in all of Amazon UK, and I'm going to show you those in just a moment. I don't know my book sales for the launch so far because I'm a little superstitious. I like to check Monday to Monday, and I won't even break that for a book launch. But I know it's at least doing pretty well. It's probably meeting my expectations, if not exceeding them slightly. And I'll show you guys the rankings right now. Okay, so here we have the rankings for Amazon.com, new releases in consciousness and thought. So this is the entire Amazon store. And there you see my book, The Personal Freedom Manifesto, in the #1 spot. And it was also #1 in the Canada store as well. As we go through, this is hot new releases in motivational and self-help. This is probably more impressive because the motivational and self-help category is a lot larger than the consciousness and thought one. So hitting the #3 spot on that was really good. And here, this is not the new releases, this is the whole of motivation and self-help on Amazon. So it's not as big a category as just self-help, it's like a slight subdivision, but it's still a pretty good big category. And you can see that because right next to me, or one place above me, is Tim Ferriss's book, Tool for Titans. And there you have the Freedom Manifesto at #29, ahead of The Secret. So for one day only, Rhonda Byrne, with all her multi-million selling copies, I don't know how many she sold, 26 million of that copies, but she couldn't outsell The Personal Freedom Manifesto on one day in March the 3rd of 2021. So quick thing to point out to you, you'll notice here that, look, $9.99, $9, $12, 99 cents, $1. So basically that's why I'm there. When you do a launch, there's a kind of a self-published launch anyway, there's a kind of formula you will follow. I think all of these books are published, and it's a different world. It operates differently in the publishing world. And I reduce the price so much in order to get into these lists. And the whole purpose of being on these lists is that the book will actually be noticed by people outside of my immediate audience being the subscribers to my website, maybe you guys watching it here on YouTube, or people who know me, my warm market. So the whole idea is I offer such a low price to get into these lists, and after the 5-day launch is finished, I then increase the price. Hopefully my visibility is still pretty good, and then I make some sales at the higher price. So that is the tactic I've gone through, and I'll just explain a little bit more to you about book launches right now. So I mentioned that a big part of the strategy is to reduce the price significantly to just $1. That's for the Kindle version of the book, by the way. The paperback version has to be a little bit more because there are overheads to cover. So you reduce the price of the book significantly. On the first day, I send an email out to my subscriber list. These are people who subscribe to Escape the System, which is my website. I have about 2,300 people signed up to that website. They all received a message on Monday morning telling them about the book launch. Obviously, I'd been making them aware of the book and that it was imminent in previous emails and newsletters I've been sending out to them. So I send them out on Monday. On Tuesday, an author friend of mine called MEURISSE, you may have heard me mention him before. He's got a genuine best-selling book called Master Your Emotions. He got a whole load of other books as well. I'll leave a link to that book in the description down below. Anyway, he very generously agreed to share the launch of my book with his subscribers. I think he's got a subscriber base of about 26,000 people. That went out on Tuesday. Wednesday, another author friend of mine called Som Battler, who I've reviewed some of his books, he then mentioned it to his list. I don't know how many are on his list. He did that on Wednesday. And then I've paid for 3 promotional sites. So you can pay them, it's not a lot of money, maybe $20 a time, and they will email to their subscriber list. And then I email my subscribers again tomorrow on Friday. So that's what a launch week looks like. So if there are any prospective authors out there, I hope that's given you some kind of insight into how to run it. And you have to watch the next episode of 1350 Days to find out my results from launch week, but I'm feeling optimistic, so we'll see how it goes. So it's the end of the day now, and I haven't just been launching my book today and working on that. I've also been seeing hypnotherapy clients, and here you can see my little hypno chair. This is not actually at my place, it's a little clinic I use. So I've had a good session. I enjoy doing the hypnotherapy. It's a great balance to add to the writing and the promotion as well. So I've finished doing that now, and I forgot to say earlier on in the video, obviously the link for the Personal Freedom Manifesto, I'm going to put that in the description below. So now I've got 3 books out which are helping me towards my target of 1 million sales. And I never really say this in my videos, perhaps I should, I'm not really sure, but if you want to support or help the challenge, you can always click one of the links in the description below, pick up one of my books. Kindle versions of the books are pretty cheap. You can pick up one of those, help me reach my 1 million target, especially now when you've got the opportunity to get the Personal Freedom Manifesto for just $1 for the next few days. Thanks for watching.